Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast from Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we refer to the daily Bible reading as our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. Today is Thursday, August the 28th, 2025, in the 11th week after Pentecost during this season of ordinary time. This is a time for us to live an extraordinary disciplined life as we experience spiritual growth. The lectionary reading today is from the Old Testament book of Proverbs. King Solomon, who succeeded his father David as king of Israel, is believed to be the main author of the book of Proverbs. However, before he inspired the book with his own genius, King David's royal court already had a permanent group of wise counselors. The book of Proverbs offers guidance for life, encouraging us to assess our behavior by asking, is this wisdom or is this folly? It describes wisdom as having a deep, respectful reverence for God. And in chapter 1, verse 7, in the Message translation, it states it this way: start with God. The first step in learning is bowing down to God, and only fools thumb their noses at such wisdom and learning. The lectionary reading is from Proverbs chapter 15, verses 13 to 17. And the theme is that the heart influences our thoughts and attitudes, not our circumstances. Our emotions show in our physical bodies, and the state of our heart is vital to how we live, whether in joy or sadness. Solomon observed that both inner joy and sadness are visible on a person's face. The Message translation says that a cheerful heart leads to a smile, while a sad heart makes it hard to get through the day. Sad people can and often do put on a brave face and pretend all is well, just as happy people may hide their true feelings. However, for the most part, our emotions are conveyed through our physical bodies. And we can choose to accept our circumstances, or we can rise above them. We can become a victim of life's hardships, or we can overcome them. We might not be able to change our circumstances, but we can choose how we respond. Solomon pondered two things: the intelligent person who is not satisfied with their wisdom, yet eager to learn more truth. That person has a discerning mind and is open to gaining additional knowledge. But don't be like someone who says, I have enough knowledge. That person, Solomon says, is like cattle that nibble aimlessly on grass rather than grazing until they are full. A person of folly is content with their folly, flattering themselves in their foolish ways and not seeking a remedy. When someone has a cheerful heart, they can be filled with song all day long. But a miserable heart sees life as only miserable. So, what is a good way to live life? Solomon suggested that a simple life dedicated to the fear of God is far better than a wealthy life filled with many worries. And besides the fear of God, love is essential. It is much better to share a piece of bread with someone and live peacefully than to enjoy all the comforts of life while surrounded by hate at the dining table.